All right, it's March 28th, 2020, and this is our team call. Thanks for showing up, guys. We're still going to talk about people that can hit Crystal Manager by tomorrow because I called Cindy this morning and I just, I asked for advice on how I can help you guys. What can we do? Um, and her advice to me was stay positive. People are still enrolling. She said that she's had her biggest enrolling month this month of all times. She said, you can share my stories. I'm going to share that normally she gets about 2 enrollments a month, which is the minimum, right? To stay active, to, hit all of our bonuses and all those kind of things. But she had 11 enrollments this month, 11. And I think at least 2 or 3 consultant promotions. So that being said, we could live in doomsday and we could live in saying that people don't need us right now, but they do. My BNI went online, which I'm sure a lot of your networking groups have done the same thing. So what did I ask for in my BNI group? Because probably people are going to need weight loss because they're probably eating uncontrollably right now. That might come later, but I said, I'm looking for people who want their groceries shipped direct to their door because there is a need for us. And I refuse to live in the doomsday, people don't need me life because I know they do. And maybe people want to wait and they don't want to get started right now, but that's where we can be the light. Okay. So what I was doing this week after listening to Simon, now he is still a top income earner in the company that Cindy told me the name of the products, but it's a health and wellness company that I've not really heard of, but he's still a 6-figure earner and basically does nothing. Like he's now training people. So I was going to start listening to his podcast, but his number one thing was be consistent. So we still have to show up every day, do the bare minimum. I know that's sometimes difficult, but I started reaching out to people just to say, hi, I'm thinking of you. And the response back was huge because, he said, don't try to sell to people right now. We're not selling, we're creating relationships, be there to be the person that someone can confide in. And I have a girl that I reach out to every so often. She said in September of last year that she was enrolling with a value pack. She has not enrolled yet, but I just said, hey, how are you doing? And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how nice it is to hear from someone that's asking about me. So that's when I realized, okay, that's our spot right now. We can be there for people. We can help people in their time of need, even if it's just lending an ear for them to vent to. Because, and I'm going to put up a post about this, but I think men, especially in this time, their job, their role is to take care of us and take care of their families. And they don't know what's going to happen and they don't know what they need to do. And I feel like it makes them crazy. And that's kind of what I got from her. And I know my husband was struggling in the beginning of what was happening. And he said to me, I feel like there's a demon on my back because he has the responsibility of not just his family, but he's worried about his employees, keeping them working, taking care of their families. My husband takes on a lot of burden, and I think a lot of men do. So I thought about even maybe we need to start up like a woman's like Bible study just to like get together on Zoom and like talk and try to pray for our husbands, try to be there for them, and know that when they are grouchy and angry, it's probably nothing to do with us, right? It's real easy to create a big, ugly story in your mind. But if you have someone to keep that focus, I think that would be a great way to help people. But I loved what Simon had to say this time. The last time I heard him speak, I just didn't really relate to him very well, but this time was different. You know how sometimes you come in with different ears, I don't know, but his biggest thing was you cannot quit. You have to keep going. And sometimes going through trying times makes you stronger. So when you come out on the other side, it makes a huge difference, right? And he said, people are the doorway to the destination. And I love too that he said, the person you least expect in your business is the one who will build the business. So that's where I'm going to come to. Kendra Snodgrass was asking me about how to help people come up with posts. And Isagenix does make it really easy for us that we can go to the Say scripts and literally like kind of take what they have to say and you can tweak it, right? I like those the best because you never want someone to just put their post up on their own. I encourage you to like really insist on helping them. Tayani's not on and I don't want to like pick it apart, but her daughter put up a post probably when she first started, and she started with negativity. I don't really like network marketing companies. I didn't think I was really going to feel better. I didn't believe in this, but I gave it a try anyway. So guess what? Everybody that read it probably read to that point and quit. Okay. They're not going to keep reading past all of your negative stuff about how you believe about network marketing, especially when it's like a mile long, to get to the part where you talk about the good stuff. Right. So that's why it's really important to help people write their posts, because if I would have been able to take away all the beginning part of her post, I think she would have had a lot more people interested. Instead, I wouldn't say that people weren't interested, but it didn't lead to what she was looking for. And for someone like Tayani is literally one enrollment away from Crystal Manager. Like, I just want to see people rank advance and have that money in their pocket, especially right now. So I'm going to reach out to her personally and just see if I can help her push this through a little bit. But Simon also says that opportunity can come during any crisis. And I can tell you, I don't know what that is. Being through quite a few crises and storms, my husband and I have definitely come out on the other side better than when we went into it. And it's scary. It's especially scary right now. And, we just took on a bigger mortgage that, for 17 years, we probably lived in fear and didn't do it. I said, we finally say, okay, I think it's okay. Let's do it. And then this happens. But, God has a plan. He knows what's coming for us. But I just think that we have to have faith in him, and we'll get through this all together, of course. So Crystal Manager deadline was extended. We still have apparently free BIA and free shipping, which is cool. And I don't know about you guys, like, I haven't enrolled anybody this week, but I'm still putting in orders. Like, people are saying to me, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. So that's positive, right? Because people are not afraid to order. This week on Wednesday, I wasn't feeling good. And I'll be honest with you, I thought I was going down. Like, I am not someone that even when I'm sick, I can't function, but like, I did not get up off the couch. I tried to, like, I came over here and tried to say I was going to work. I like cleaned for a little bit and I was like, I'm done. I don't have a thermometer because I don't believe in being sick. So I don't know if I had a fever, but my head was killing me, my ears, my nose. And like, you listen to all these signs and symptoms of what's going on around you. And you're like, oh my gosh, do I have it? Was I exposed to it? Like I was freaking out. And I talked to Anne, and I'm going to share this with you guys, even though we're not allowed to put it out there because it's non-compliant. But she said, I want you to ingest the oils. And I said, okay, what do you mean? She was like, do you have any like pills that you can open up and dump out the contents and just use the capsule and pour oils into it and, close it and then take it? And I said, okay, well, let me find what I have. So I did that starting on Wednesday 4 times. I took the Defense Shield and lemon and put it and filled up this capsule with just our oils. Thursday morning, I woke up and I was like, okay, I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday, but I'm not 100%. By noon, I felt like $1 million. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I called her and I was like, is this like a miracle? Like, what happened? And she was like, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, it was insane. Like, how much better I felt. And like, it was like I was never sick. And I had a sore throat for probably about 5 days. So like, I was like, no big deal. I didn't know if it was the weather, it could be allergies, whatever, but it's gone. Just saying. So
how often did you take those?
I took them every 3 to 4 hours, kind of like you would with a cleanse. So like 9, noon, 3, and 6, I would fill up, and I'm still doing it. She was like, just keep doing it. I think it builds the immunity, with everything else sold out. I mean, I have immune booster. It wasn't like I wasn't taking that. The other thing I was doing that I added to my routine was the greens, the organic greens. She shared with me that she likes to put a little bit of water, dump it in there, shake it up really good. And she puts a couple drops of lemon oil and then takes it like a shot like you would the Ionix. Really good. And because I don't know about you, but like all the stuff I drink in a day, right? Like I have to drink a gallon of water, and then I'm trying to do my recover and my repair and like all these things, and I'm like, I can't drink one more thing sometimes. Like I'm just like, but at least if it's a little bit, I can do it. Same thing with Ionix, like that's usually when I start feeling sick, I just up my Ionix, but I was doing Ionix and cleanse and, all these things, and I wasn't feeling better, but the oils are really crazy. I was just really surprised. I mean, a lot of times if I feel sick, I'll just put the Defense Shield in my water and drink it, but this was a game changer. And Cindy was like, well, we can't tell people that. And I was like, well, that's really dumb that we can't help people. But I guess as long as, I'm not posting it on Facebook, it's okay. So you guys get to know. So, yeah, don't be afraid to reach out whenever you are not feeling well. And, we can always figure something out. Anne's brilliant. She really is. Like, she knows so much stuff. And, like, even when I go through stressful stuff, I know that my adrenals are going to fail me. And she is very quick to tell me exactly what I need to do, that kind of stuff. I'm not a medicine person where I'll go to a doctor because I've tried that before, and they're just like, you're healthy. You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. And I'm like, I don't feel fine, because I will push myself to the level of exhaustion, and I don't realize I'm doing it till I'm already there. That's just my personality. I'm a worker. So that being said, what can I help you guys with? I don't want to just talk at you all day. Are your reach outs going okay? Are you talking to people?
I'm not getting much response. I'm getting crickets.
I mean, what I did, I said that I did this earlier in the week. I put out a message to all of my downline about, let's do a group chat to have closer accountability during this reset. And I probably only had maybe 11 people respond. Wasn't a lot out of a lot. I just sent mass message, who wants to be in this group chat or whatever. People love the walking challenge. Even my mother-in-law is doing it, and I didn't even know that she was even following it at all. She said, I see your challenges all the time, and I usually just ignore them, but I was doing it this time. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know about the workouts. It's really hard to judge. What do you think, Lindsay? Whether or not people really, I think they just watch us and go, yeah, good job.
Yeah, I know. I think the people that are actively doing the business are commenting and probably doing the videos, but yeah, I think it's hard to, a lot of people probably scroll through and see it, but if they're actually doing it, I don't know. It's hard to gauge. I've seen a few people at least like my video that I didn't even know were still seeing HHP posts, so that was kind of cool.
That way you can see who's,
but
that's the only thing. It is, even if people don't do it, because people see you, especially people you've added to HHP, so that's the good part about it. So I might just even share again, our post about that we're doing, arms and squats and things this weekend, so that people can know that it's coming. I mean, Dana's doing it today, but that way if someone missed it last week, they can maybe look for it this week coming up. So maybe I'll put up a post about, don't forget that we're doing workouts for you. But, I asked for what do you guys want? Because when I talk to other masterminds, they're like, you have to make it easy. And I'm like, I don't want to make it so easy that it's like not worth doing, right? But my worth doing and someone else's is like
That's so true, because I started training this girl a couple weeks ago, and she was like, I'm really out of shape. And I'm like, okay. So like the first workout, we did like 2 sets of walking lunges and like a regular squat, like no weights. It was all body weight stuff. And she was like exhausted and sore for a whole week. Like I thought it was going to be like nothing. Like we don't realize how like low level we have to bring it to reach the majority of the
Amy says
population.
nicely, like, let's just dumb it down a little, but that's not the right word, but like
Right.
really low. Yeah. So maybe we're doing exactly what is needed then, because in a group like that, we can't be, you know, you have the people that are just starting that have a lot of weight to lose that might want to do it that can't. Did my modifications help you though, Chris, with holding onto a chair to do your squats?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Or I gave you the lying down so you can do something. Squeeze that booty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say just keep reaching out to people, just to say, even like the medical profession, anyone that's serving us, that's still going to work. I liked, someone had a post up like, are you still working? If so, what's your profession? That way you can kind of gauge like who's working, get some flow on your page. That might be a good way to get some commenting going. And then you can reach out to them privately and message them and say, hey, thank you so much for what you're doing, because we have to appreciate the people that are still stocking shelves and getting us our food and taking care of the sick and putting themselves basically in the line of fire. You know, if you're going into the hospital every day, actually the people that rented our old house, I chose them. This is terrible, but when all this started happening, I was screening renters, and she's a traveling nurse and she does drive to Mount Vernon. So when she works, she drives pretty long distance, but I picked her because she was a nurse, because I knew she wouldn't lose her job. You know, I didn't want to set myself up to fail with someone that might get laid off or that might lose their job during this time. So, but you know, it ended up being a great fit for us, and they seem to be really great people. So it's working out really well. I believe that, I guess God sends you what you need when you need it. So just remember that you might be the answer to someone's prayer. Yep. All right, you guys.
Hey, quick question. I'm sure you don't mind me adding Jen to like this group or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. Just do I add her to like your team matrix message or like this ISA rally team? Are these calls Saturday morning just for the ISA rally, or are they for like?
I mean, I would invite anybody that wants to do the business to this call.
Okay.
I would just call it our team call, basically. I stopped blowing up the team matrix feed because I felt like there were people in there that, number one, are not responding. They're not working the business. They're not, you know, I wanted to work with the people that really wanted to hear from me every day and not be annoyed by me blowing up the feed. So that's kind of why I guess I moved it. Like, who wants to actively do this? Because those are the people that that were showing up. I thought that Jen said she was coming today. Maybe it wasn't her. So
Yes, she did respond. I was talking about my 2PET Jen.
oh, I know. I know.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just add her to this page. I'll probably switch the name of it once the ISA rally ends. But oh, that's the other thing that Cindy told me. Those of you that, you know, if you're already manager and you can't re-hit manager, I guess if you hit director by the end of April, you get points towards the ISA rally too. So this next month we can be working on that for you, Lindsay, and I know Kendra will be really close to getting to director too. So exciting stuff. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. So add Jen. That's cool. I don't know if we should Should we be doing online sip and samples? Opportunity calls? I don't know. I saw other people doing that. I saw a wine, you know, the traveling vineyard, that she was doing an online wine tasting, like bring your own wine, but then you can hear about mine, I think is what it said. So I don't know if we should probably put together some kind of, I don't want people to think, oh, great, they're trying to sell to me during right now. But at the same time, if someone wants it and needs it, I don't want to pull away either. So, I mean, Kendra Snodgrass did a value pack this week.
Yeah, I sold a value pack a week or two ago, but I think it's a good idea. We just have to be careful about how we
Word it.
market it. Yeah.
Okay.
Something to do, like while we're home anyway, learn about our food that's shipped to our door, or, you know. Like
Yeah, do you remember the like all day event we used to do where we'd start at noon and talk about how to make a shake and then talk about the products? And I feel like that's not like pushy. Maybe something like that, like an online event. All right. Maybe I'll reach out to a couple local leaders and see if they're interested in doing it with us, and then we can put something together. Okay. Awesome. All right, girls. We'll talk to you soon. Love you.